Okay, so what did we do? We wanted to figure out for all the values that sine x is equal to 1/2. And what I did was I used the unit circle, not terribly well drawn today, reminding myself that I knew that sine of pi over 6 is equal to 1/2, but also then on the other side, this is also going to equal to sine of this angle, which happens to be 5 pi over 6 is going to be 1/2. This, in general, whatever angle in the first quadrant, if we're in the first quadrant, and actually whatever angle that we are, whatever it is, u, then pi minus u is also going to be a set of solutions to that. And I drew this picture up here so that it looked plausible. If you just want to memorize this, all the solutions are u plus 2k pi and pi minus u, 2k pi. How would you use this using your calculator? And at this time, using calculators is obviously the thing to do. Nobody who's a scientist or an engineer does hard number crunching by hand. So let's just make one up right here and see how this works. Suppose that I tell you, and now we're going to go a little more obscure. I think I saw one of these. So incidentally, what I just said, okay, so if sine of x is equal to, I don't know, let's see, how about 0.39? So I just made this up. So what am I going to do? First off, I'm going to put my calculator in degrees, just initially. And because I don't know what this is going to come out to be, and I have a more visceral feeling for degrees than I do for radians, unless they're in specific places. And I'll show you this in a second. It wouldn't matter as long as you get the gist. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 0.39, hit my second button, hit sine, and this says that x is equal to 22.9544994 and change degrees, right? So now, in context of what did we say? What are all the solutions? The solutions are going to be 22, and I'm going to abbreviate this as, we'll just call this 22.95. How do you know where to abbreviate things? Your instructor will tell you. Usually a couple decimal places are enough, sometimes 3 or 4. It depends on the context. But so the solutions to this will be 22.95 plus 2k pi, right? So anywhere we go around the unit circle, either way, where k is an integer, of course, these are going to be solutions. But then it also said it was pi minus this. Well, pi in degrees is 180 degrees. So this minus, or 180 degrees minus this is 157.0, and I'm going to abbreviate this as 5. It's actually 157.04555, or 5500, blah, blah, blah. 2k pi, k is an element of z. Now I'm going to check it, just to make sure this came out. Is the sine of this, so I'm going to take the sine of this, and it is in fact 0.39. What did we say before, though? How about the number of solutions to sine x is equal to 1? Well, I went into some detail showing that there's only one solution to this, or there's only one branch. We'll call this a branch, and this a branch of these trees, right? This is pi over 2 plus 2k pi. This is the only infinite branch of solutions to this, and this is because this has period 2 pi, and I showed you that with the exception of 1 and negative 1, so with the exception of 1 and negative 1, all of these, there's 2 solutions to all of these things going through this. And I don't want to go back into it. It was a couple lectures ago. If it's troubling you, go ahead and look at it. But so for any, as long as this is between, strictly between 1 and negative 1 and 1. So it can't be negative 1 or 1. As long as it's strictly between, then there are 2 solutions like this. Okay. And actually, you don't even have to worry about it that much. So what would be the other solution of this? It would be pi minus pi over 2 plus 2k pi. Well, what is that? This is exactly this. So just wanted to point that out, technical detail there. Is cosine any different? Let's find out, okay? So what if we do the same thing? I'm going to do, suppose for some angle, cosine x is equal to 1/2. Okay, and once again, why did I pick 1/2? Because hopefully everybody knows that pi over 3, cosine of pi over 3, which is 60 degrees, is 1/2. Let's draw a picture and see what's going to happen here. And we'll try and get a nice unit circle. No. Okay. So I'm going to pretend this came out right. Here is pi over 3. This is 60 degrees. On the unit circle, this is going to be 1/2 square root of 3 over 2. And the reason why I keep using these again and again is I really want you guys to know these by heart. So where's the next place that this may be the same? And that is, it's going to be, so right here we're at positive 1/2. It's going to be the first and the fourth quadrant in this particular example. This is minus pi over 3, which makes sense because we know that cosine is an even function and kills off minus signs. This point on the unit circle is 1/2 minus square root of 3 over 2, right? So all the solutions that fit this, first you would do arcos cosine x equals arcos 1/2. And your calculator would tell you this is pi over 3 or 60 degrees, right? And x is equal to that because these are a composition of inverse functions. The x just spits out. So one solution is going to be pi over 3 plus 2k pi, where k is an integer. What about here, though? What are we going to do about that? Well, we can write this. So what did we... Is this the same as pi minus u, or the angle? And no, this isn't. So what is this? This is going to be, so if this is the angle u, what angle is this? This is minus u. So the other angle is going to be minus pi over 3 plus 2k pi, oopsie, 2k pi, or k is an element. Let's see. Oh, hang on just a second. Okay, so there may be, now depending on who your instructor is and whatnot, as I said, some people don't like you writing this in terms of this and would prefer this to be written in terms of positive coordinates. So what is this? This is 2 pi minus pi over 3. So that's what we did. Where is this? This is 2 pi minus pi over 3, because we went all the way around 2 pi, but then subtracted pi over 3. This is 6 pi over 3, yes, minus pi over 3. This is 5 pi over 3. Some people may prefer to have it written like that. To me, they're exactly the same thing. So once again, be careful, get to know your instructor and what they want. But in general then, so the solutions for this are going to be x is equal to u plus 2k pi and minus u plus 2k pi. And that's it for this reel.